guys, I am here to teach you math on this terrific Tuesday. So you need to take out your homework that was for last night, which is pages 382, 383 in your big textbook, numbers 1 through 15. I hope that you have a pen out ready to check. And just a note, this might be hard to see. And if it is, know that this is on RenWeb. You can check it that way too if it's too hard to see in the video. Also, I will verbally tell you what the answers are as well. So let's get started. Number 1, the sum of all the numbers divided by the number of addends is the mean. The middle number when numbers are arranged in order is the median. Number 3, the vertical axis in a coordinate grid is called the y-axis. The horizontal axis on a coordinate grid is called the x-axis. So check those real quick. And then move down to 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Okay, the mean for number 5 is 6, the median is 6, and the mode is 5. For 6, the mean is 5, the median is 5, and the mode is 5. For number 7, the mean is 6, the median is 9, and the mode is 0. For 8, 9, 10, and 11, you had to plot the points on a coordinate grid and then tell us what the shape was. So for number 8, it was a rectangle. For number 10, it was a parallelogram. For 9, it was a right triangle, and 11, it was a rectangle. Okay, and then 12 and 13 are circle graphs, or is on this circle graph. And did more than 1/2 of the students vote for any of the activities? Explain how you know, and the answer is no, because none of the sections are more than 1/2. And which activity did most of the students want? The answer is photography. Okay, and then 14 was 14 muffins, and then 15 is, it has a possible answer, so yours might not have exactly the same explanation, but you should have picked a line graph because it's changed over time, and line graphs make it easy to see what happens to data over a period of time. Okay, so that was your homework that you were assigned to review for your unit test. So what I want you to do right now is take out your unit test, because I'm going to go over some things and also have you write some notes down so that you have some things for when you take this, because some of the questions on here are a little bit harder than what we've been doing, but that's okay. You guys are smart. You guys got this. Okay, so for number 1, don't forget that if it says average, it's asking you for the mean, which means that you need to add them all up together, and then divide by the number of numbers. For number 2, if it helps, draw a picture. And then the rest of page 1 is pretty good, pretty easy. And then switch over. And then for the circle graph on number 8, add percents, and the fraction closest to that percent is what you're looking for. Okay? The rest of that page is pretty good. And then which type of graph on number 13, which type of graph would best represent the proportion of people referring each 5 types of building materials? So what percentage? What graph uses percentages or fractions? Okay, so you want to think about that one. Make sure you're reading carefully and that you're looking for those keywords like years or days, or proportion, which is like a fraction. For 17, that's pretty easy. 18. On number 20, be careful. Make sure you read carefully. Now, on number 22, it's asking for you to give us the function rule. of this graph, and we really haven't talked about this too much. So my suggestion is that if you want to do this one, because it is extra credit, and I'm going to list the ones that are extra credit at the very end, plug in, just try and plug in, and if your answer is on that line, then that's your function rule. So if I did 1, 2, and they are on the line, then that's your function rule. Okay, for number 23, use a function table. For 24, use a function table. For number 25, Stacy equals X, Hank equals Y. If you are older than your friend, what do you do to your age to get your friend's age is a question to ask yourself. All right, so the ones that are extra credit are 15, and the reason that 15 is extra credit is because you have to do with the negative. And just to remember that you have the opposite side, so if you have negatives, it's just using the same thing. If you have -4, -2, you're going to go to the left 4 and down 2. Okay, it's just negatives. Same process of when you have positives, but now you have negatives. 16 is the same thing because you have -4. So if 4 is on this side of the graph, -4 would be on this side of the graph. So which one shows that? Which point? Okay, number 20 is also extra credit, just because it's a little complicated, but you guys can do it. Number 22 is extra credit because, again, it has a line and it's asking you for the function rule. Okay, and then 24 is also extra credit, but use a function table. Now, just because they're extra credit, I don't want you to just skip it and say, well, I don't need to do it because Miss Cran said it was extra credit. That is not what I want to see happen, and I don't think Mrs. Ricard or Miss Garcia would want that to happen either. Always try. The best thing about extra credit is that it can only benefit you. It can only give you points. It can't take away points, so why not try? So again, 15, 16, 20, 22, and 24 are extra credit just because they're a little complicated and some of them have negatives. Okay, I'm going to put up a blank screen because I want to show you the negative on the screen so that it makes more sense. So just give me a second. Okay, so in past lessons, we have only had graphs like this. Sorry for the squiggly line. Okay, and we know that this is 0, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we've only dealt with those positive numbers. But on your test, it does give you the whole coordinate grid. So the whole coordinate grid looks like this. Okay, remember that this is your origin, this is 0, and then I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up 1, up 2, up 3, up 4, right? And then you're going to ask yourself, well, Miss Crans, what about over here? Okay, these are negative. So same thing, -1, -2, -3, -4. And then same thing down is -1, -2, -3, -4. So if I asked you to graph 2, -4, I would go to 2 and then I would go down 4. And that would be my point. Same thing if I said -2, 4. I would start at my 0, go -2, and then up 4. Okay, pretty simple. And now you should be able to do anything with a negative number for your unit test. So again, on those extra credit, I don't want you to just say, well, I can't do it because we haven't learned negative. Hey, I just taught you negatives. You can do it, okay, as long as you watch this video, which I hope you did. So if you have any questions, please let us know. It is now time to take your unit test. Good luck. Remember, take your time. Remember, if you're stuck, put it to the side. Watch one of the videos over again. Do what you need to do the best that you can. I know you guys will do great. Please let us know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.